Hi everybody, my name is Chad Barker. Today I'm going to show you how to do a Lazy Susan cabinet door, or basically a base 90 cabinet door measurement. And this will get you the exact measurement you need that you can use after, that you can submit onto our website and actually get the right size door. So let's get started. Pretty simple. Don't overcomplicate this process. It's very easy. Basically what you're going to have is you have a 90-degree corner and an open cabinet. So we're going to make the doors that fit over this with a 1/2 inch overlay. So the doors are actually going to overlay this dimension here by a 1/2 inch. Okay. Same thing over here. It's going to start right here. It's going to have to be a 1/2 inch overlay. Now, just as being real thorough, we're going to do a 1/2 inch overlay up here on the top and another 1/2 inch overlay down here on the bottom. And this process will work with both face frame cabinets, where you have a big wide face frame here, or even with a European style frameless cabinet, as you see here. They're both measured exactly the same way, so don't let it discourage you. It's very simple, and I'll show you exactly how to do it right now. First thing we want to do is take a measurement. I like to start on this side. I'm going to hinge the door on this side, and the other door is going to flap kind of closed here, you know what I mean. Take the first measurement. I'm going to start at the face of the cabinet. It's right there, face of the cabinet case, or the face frame, whatever you want to say it is. That's fine. Take the face of the cabinet measurement right there, and I'm going to measure to the inside opening right here. Okay? And I'm coming up with right around 11 1/4. Okay, so that's from this point right here to the inside here. 11 1/4. Okay? So I'm trying to figure out the door size I need for this side of the opening. Take 11 1/4 from here to here, and I'm going to add a 1/2 inch because I'm going to overlay that by a 1/2 inch, right? So that's 11 3/4. Okay, now what I'm going to do, you have to remember, I have another door right here, and it's 3/4 inch thick. Okay, so since I have 11 3/4 inch so far, basically from the overlay door to here, I need to subtract 3/4 inch thickness because that door right there is 3/4 inch thick. Okay, so basically what we're going to have is we're going to need an 11 inch wide door to cover this opening. So basically that 11 inch wide door will cover 1/2 inch overlay here, and it's going to be held short 3/4 inch here to account for the thickness of the other door that's on this cabinet. Okay. 11 inches wide, so it's pretty simple. That's all we need to do. 11 inch wide door. It goes on this side. We're going to do the same exact way of measuring on this other side over here. I'm going to take the measurement here from the face here to the inside edge of the face frame or the cabinet case, and in this one it's 11 1/4 as well. So I don't really have to do that again, but we'll just kind of run through the steps again so you know it. Pretty easy. Measurement from here to the inside edge of the face frame or cabinet case is going to be exactly 11 1/4. And basically what I'm going to do now is take the overlay of a 1/2 inch. I'm going to add that to 11 1/4, so I get 11 3/4. And then I'm going to subtract the thickness of the door that's on the other side here, because obviously I can't overlap the doors. It's not physically possible. So I have an 11 inch wide door I need here. Okay, so as far as the height is concerned of these doors, we're moving on to the height now. Take the opening from the bottom of the opening to the top of the opening, the hole basically in the cabinet. I'm going to overlay it a 1/2 inch up here, 1/2 inch down here. Stick the opening height, add 1 inch. It's that simple. So let's say this one is exactly 29 and 1/8, I believe, something like that. 30 and 1/8 is basically what I ordered for the door height. And that's the same on both sides. I'm going to overlay 1/2 inch up here, overlay 1/2 inch down there. So that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an order in. And I need 2 doors for this opening. I made up some MDF doors here just to kind of show you an example. Do these real quick today. A little dusty, sorry about that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we have 2 doors. These are the Avalon model doors. Now, I'm going to order 2 doors. Now remember we came up with our 11 inch wide measurement? There it is, 11 inch wide door. Perfect. Over here, another 11 inch wide door. I ordered 2 Avalon doors, 11 inches wide by roughly 30 1/4 tall. Now, since these are raised panel and they have an outside edge detail, we're going to want to submit the order for 2 doors, 11 inches wide, 30 1/4 inches tall. That's fine. One of the doors, I'm sorry, both of these doors have an outside edge detail on the outside edge. I highly recommend doing this, where you eliminate the outside edge detail. And you do that by writing that in the order notes for both doors. Both doors need to have no outside edge detail on one side. It doesn't really matter which side, because obviously you can flip the doors back and forth. Highly recommend no edge detail though, and then we'll kind of get into that here in a minute, why we do that. Okay, so basically the way the doors go together is very much like this. So so far in your cart, you're going to have one door You know, 2 doors, I guess, the same size. Now, the only difference that we really need to work on here is the hinge drilling, and that's the most important part of this entire operation. Okay, the hinge drilling on the back side of the door is the most complicated, and we already have it all set up for you, so it's, all the work's already done. The back side of one door, you're going to have 4 hinge cups, and you only need it on one door. Notice this door right here doesn't have any hinge cups on it. You need 0 hinge cups, none. Okay, so do not order 2 doors with 4 hinge cups drilled on the back side of it for the Lazy Susan. You'll notice when you go to drill hinge cups on the Barker Door website, it's going to have an option underneath drill hinge cups that says drill Lazy Susan hinge cups. It's going to have 4 hinge cups being drilled in a certain pattern that works with our hinges. Okay, only have it done on one door, so you need to separate those 2 doors out and only get the hinge cups being drilled on one door. Okay, very simple. There is an additional charge for doing the Lazy Susan hinge cups, but it's definitely worth it because you're going to have a hard time doing this on site. We actually measure these things out perfectly before we put them in. So the idea there is that one door gets hinged. You basically put it on the door like this. This door actually hinges to this one, and I'll show you how to do that in the next video where we show you how to put them together. Now, you've ordered one door, obviously same sizes, one door with the hinge cups on the back. I also highly recommend, this is our Lazy Susan hardware package. Comes with all the stuff you need to put this door, or these 2 doors, on this cabinet. Okay, it is a separate piece. You can find that in the hinges section of the Barker Door website. Okay, so check that out. Come visit us at barkerdoor.com for all this stuff. Other than that, I think we got it all pretty much set up. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, and we're more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Thanks again. Have a great day.